Good morning, everyone. I am Usha Pani, working in the Department of Computer Science in SRN Bijana Government Arts and Science College. Today, I am going to give the other concepts in the part of our FTP HTML programming. Here, I will cover some of the topics that we need to know how HTML coding will be done in the other concepts. For that, I've already done with the coding in one of my file. I'll share the screen for you. Here, it takes some time for me to type the program. So I've already done with my code here, and I will explain how it works. It may save our time. For that, I've copied my code and I'm going into the notepad. I've already told in the last videos, for every program execution in our HTML, we need a editor, text editor. For that, I'm making use of, we have more editors, but I'm using here the notepad as one of my editor to explain our HTML coding. See here, I went with a concept, one of the concept, that is anchor tag in our HTML. For that, we need such code here. I went with the comment section, then our HTML as the first head, next head tag. In the head tag, I took spoken tutorials as the title, and next to that, in the body tag, I went with a line regarding to, in order to tell you that I'm going with the concept of anchor tag web page. Okay, this I kept in a tag called h1, and I have closed this h1, and I'm making some of the comments here in order to tell you that actually anchor tag, you already went with the videos that anchor tag is meant for hyperlinking. In order to do any hyperlinking, in the previous we just discussed about formatting text. There the text will be represented in different formats, but actually a hyperlink, nothing but HTML is nothing but hyperlink markup language. This is meant to go with the one location to the other location with the text or with some images. So that we need to go with the concept that is anchor tag, only the best way of doing this process. For every anchor tag, we need to have a hyperlink reference attribute here. Means anchor tag always comes along with the hyperlink reference attribute. This reference attribute can be done in three ways. In anchor tag, we have three types of going with the hyperlinking. One is a section in the same page. Second one is one second. A section in the same page, and second one a different page and an external website. Means section in the same page means we're moving within the same page to the other section, and the second way is moving to a different web page. Means within the same page we can have other web page in our web page, and the third one is moving to an external page. Means external page to nothing but to any other external link. Here this can be done in three ways that I have shown in the program. One is by taking the within the same page, means this can be done by using a href equals to, we can have a hash here. This hash represents the section where the particular information is. Means for that information here, you can observe that I've taken here as a paragraph tag. Here I'm keeping id equals to data. Means whenever we want to move within the same section to some part of the text or to some part of the data in the same web page, we can take that as, means giving a name to that particular text. Here I have some text over here. This text, what I have here, I am giving a name for this particular content as data, and this data have to be assigned to an attribute that is id And this H3, what I'm taking here is in order to represent this data as a heading here with some font size. And here then I have our href equals to hash data. When I have taken like this, when we execute this particular web page, then directly we can make use of, means here for every anchor tag, observe that href is the attribute to which our web page have to be linked, and next to that we can have a content here. This content represents the text that can be used in order to click on it. Once we click on it, we can move to that particular hyperlink reference page or to the hyperlinks reference document. And finally, we closed our anchor tag. This is one of the way of using the anchor tag. And the second way is moving to a HTML page. HTML pages that can be done by using I'm going with here. Second way of using our anchor tag means a different web page opens in the same page. Means within the same page, we can have a different web page that can be done by using href format tags. Here I took, and 1 second, here I don't have in my, here in the system, I don't have the format tags. Once I will take one of the, 1 second, I can have a program here. I took some program regarding to list. Okay. Here I have a code here and saving this as list.html and saving it in the place of documents, or else I'll select that to the desktop and I'm saving this list. And here, when I make use of the hyperlink here, whenever we are making use of any HTML that should be already existed in our system, list.html, this need to be executed once. List, here we have the list here. See, I'm opening the list here. This list will be executed in this way. Means we have one of the topic that is list topic here. In that list, you have order list, unordered list, and definition list. You already know that. This was, I'm making this execution first. Why? Because I want to make use of this list into our anchor tag. That's why. Okay. We can go with this list later. I'll explain it in detail about it in the later topic. And I'm closing this list for now. And next, I'm moving to our topic that we are discussing here. Then we have, means in order to get a web page, it's in the same web page, I'm going with a list.html. Next to that, I have going to, I am keeping an external page here. This external page is nothing but we want to open a page that as a separate tab, not it within the same page. Means it will be displayed in a separate new tab. For that, I'm making use of www.google.com and making a content here that is Google in same page. Means we need to create some content here that I'm taking it as Google in same page. And this can be done in two ways. One is by taking, if we didn't give any target here, then it will be displayed in the same page itself. If we give the target here, it will open in the new tab. Already we have regarding to target, we have attribute as a target. For this, it further divided as some values like underscore blank, underscore parent, underscore self, and underscore top. You have went with the video and the PPTs. In that, underscore blank represents a new tab, and underscore parent will represents the parent frame, and self represents same frame, and top represents full body of the window. So here I want to represent my page in a new tab. For that, I'm making use of the target equals to underscore blank. By that, I can represent my external page in a new tab. Okay, this is the program we have regarding to the HTML coding, and this is what I have taken a text within that in order to represent a section in the same page. I took this text simply. I have taken some text over here regarding to the HTML, and that it was opened in a paragraph. It should be closed here, and body is closed, and HTML tag is closed. Finally, I'm saving this. Where the location you want to save, you can save there. I'm saving this as ANCH for anchor.html. I'm saving it, as you know how to save. And I'm going to the place where, yeah, it was saved perfectly. I think so. We'll open it. See here, we have our anchor tag web page. When we click here, something went wrong. See here, for every anchor tag, we can have a hyperlink that can be represented by using the hand symbol. See, click here having hand symbol, and Google in same page having hand symbol, and Google in new tab having the hand symbol. But the tags page is not having the hand symbol. We need to check over that. I'll check here what went wrong. Tags page. Yes, some letter came here. Yes, unfortunately it was typed. Again, we need to save and refresh it. Yes, we got it. Okay, see here the change. Before, you don't have the hand symbol here for tags page. Here we have. Next, I'm clicking here. When I click here, then I can have, we automatically here, I just took some text over here. That's why it is not showing it much. I'll minimize this. I'll show it. Okay. See here, click here. Actually, it went to the location here, but we don't have much text here. When I took more text here, definitely it will move to this particular part. And tags page, actually, when we click on the tags page, see here, within the spoken tutorial itself, we can get, see, our whatever the list tag is processing, that list output will come here. And next to that, Google in same page, nothing but I took the Google link, right? www.google.com. If I click here, the Google page will be open. See how the hyperlink is moving from one page to the other page. Hyperlink is nothing but we have a link from one page to the other page. This you can observe it clearly here. And Google in new tab represents, we can move, we can have, see, already we are in spoken tutorial and we got our Google in a new tab. This is how really how we can have our websites, means web pages. You will see in that web pages, nothing but when we go with the web pages, nothing but here we have google.com is a website. Here in google.com, when we click on something, we'll move to a next page. Here within here we have this Gmail, nothing but here it is opening within the same page. Let it be like, if I have clicked here and open link in new tab, means we can have the Gmail in a new tab. You can observe it on the screen here. Yeah, we got a new tab here, and when you click on it, yes, this Gmail is opening in new tab. How the coding was done before, it was done by using what I am explaining you here. Means with the anchor tag, whatever you can see, you can move within the same section and you can move to the other page within the same web page, and we can move to an external page. If we didn't mention the target, we will be within the same page. If we mentioned it as specifically underscore blank to the target, we will move to a new tab. This is how an anchor tag will work. And I want to explain you one more tag, that is list. Just now I've done with that. I want to explain you how the list will work. We have list here. All I've done with that. Whenever we have already done with any web page, you can see the content here. When we go with open, Actually, in Windows 7, we'll get here Notepad. This is Windows 10. Yes, I found it. Notepad. When we click on it and open with option will be available. For Windows 7, by default, you can see that the Notepad, but here we have to went into more apps. Then you can see the code here. This is for the list, and you people know what is a list. List means generally you will prepare a list for anything, like a list of books, list of items, list of anything. That if we want to have a list in different way, means nothing but if we want to keep numbers for that list, if we want to keep some bullets for the list, that can be done by default with the web page. It means in the web pages we can make a list of items by using the list a concept in our HTML. That can be done by using this. List can be in three ways. Three types of lists we have that I kept in the title as three types of lists. And here the three types is, one is ordered list, second one is the unordered list, and third one is the definition list. What is ordered list and what is unordered list and what is definition list? Ordered list is nothing but keeping the elements in a particular order, nothing but in a sequence, like giving numbers to the list of items what we are taking, or giving like alphabets A, B, C, like that, or keep giving some Roman numbers. This is the three ways of going with the order list. By default, actually order list can have a value that is number as the default value. If you didn't give the type, means type is the attribute that will make use for order list. Here for every list we can have a type here for ordered and unordered. If we give the type specifically, the data will be listed with that particular type, like we can give one or alphabet capital A or a small a here in the place of one, or a Roman number 1 or Roman number I. From where you want to start your list, you can give that first number. Automatically, it will move to the next order. Means the incrementation will be done automatically here. And if we don't want to give a specific thing, means type here, just we can keep. I'll tell you here. I'll show you the output here when we keep one, and how when we remove one, what we'll get, I will tell you. And for unordered list, means unordered is nothing but giving some bullets here. Unordered list means you can see some, whenever we will give some list of items, we don't want to mention the numbers over there. In such cases, in order to avoid the numbers, we can go with the bullet symbols. These bullet symbols can be done by using, by default it can take a disk is nothing but we'll get some dot symbol here. And the second way of giving the bullet is circle, square. If we give circle, it will get a circle here. Here you can see that, I'll show you. And if you give square here as the type, we'll get a square symbol that you can have in your Microsoft Windows. You can see when we go with Word, you can have that bullet symbols, right? In the same way, we'll get some bullet symbols here. We can also keep none. None represents that we don't want anything here. It can be taken as none also. And finally, coming to the definition list. Definition list represents the definition of some particular data. Nothing but here for the definition list, we need to go with, for here when you see the both the ordered list and unordered list, we can have OL for ordered list as the tag, and for unordered list we can have UL. Remember OL and UL, and the list items can be given with using LI here. List items can be taken as LI here for ordered and unordered. This can be done by using LI here. But when we come to the definition list, here in the definition list, what will happen here? That can be done by using DL. DL represents the data items. Means in the definition list, we can give the data items. Within the data items, we can have data terms here. Means each term can be taken here in this way. See here, in the data list, I'm going with a data term that is HTML. Under HTML, I want to give some definition data. I mean, for HTML, I'm giving some definition for it. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. to create and develop web pages. And next to that, here I'm going with some other data item, that is CSS. For that, I'm giving the data definition. CSS stands for cascading style sheet. And next to here, closing means whatever we are taking here, that have to be closed, like DL, whatever we took, that should have to be DD have to be closed here. See here, DD is closed here. For every DD, it should have to be closed with our closing tag. For DT, it have to be closed with our DT tag. And finally, we have DL, it have to be closed here. And we have done with our definition list, and here we have to close our body tag. Finally, we close the body tag, and we need to close the HTML tag. So we close the HTML tag here. This is way we can go with the list in HTML. Once I have done with some changes, I need to save my file. I save the file, and I am running the file here. For running the file, I am going with the list where it is, and I am opening with the Firefox. So I'll get our output in this way. This is the output. I'll get see here order list. There the text type is one. I can have mathematics, physics, stats, elements of scripting language, operating system as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and next unordered list. I can have by default it will take this, and if I remove it also, it will not do anything. We don't have any problem with that. You can have